Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, dear devotees, Hare Krishna. So, இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட Attainment of Suddha Suddha Bhakti வந்திருக்கோம். This is a English session. So, we'll be speaking in English. So, we will start this session is 17th session, and we have finished 3 chapters, and the 4th chapter we are starting now today. So be attentive, and we will do the Guru Puja and Guru Pranam Mantra we will tell now, and then we will start the class. Okay, Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Sunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we will offer these flowers to this Attainment of Suddha Suddha Bhakti Shastra, and then we will go to Gaur Nitai. So for Gaur Nitai, we have beautiful, colorful roses, pink rose and red rose, yellow rose. So everything we can offer to Gaur Nitai. And for Radha Krishna, see, so sweetly, so nicely, Krishna is giving a, what is that? That color, red color on Radharani's hands. So he's making some nice designs in that. Okay, so we will offer these beautiful Shenbagam flowers for Radha and Krishna. We can make garland also with this, and we can make flowers for their lotus feet also. We can offer these flowers for them. Okay, so here we have a full thali rice for Radha and Krishna. So in this afternoon, we are giving this full thali, pakori, then puris. That puri is very, it's ball like. So nice aloo sabji, then rice, sweets, sweet rice, then some curd, everything is there. Some grains are also there. Some pulses are there. Okay. So we will offer all these things, and paneer sabji is there with puri. So we can, some juice is also there. So we can offer everything. Water is there. So we can offer everything for Radha and Krishna very nicely. So we saw Krishna giving this mehendi for Radharani, and now after that they will have their lunch. Very nice lunch they will have. After that, this lunch boga. After lunch boga, they will give this off all this prasadam for Srila Prabhupada. So all glories to our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So founder Acharya of ISKCON Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so we have rasmalai here, very nice, sweet, very heavy. So this is the milk, the very condensed milk. With condensed milk, they make this sweet, and that with paneer and gova, they make this sweet and make it dipped in that sweet, that condensed milk. So this is a very nice offering. we can offer this milk sweet for Radha and Krishna and give this Shadam for Srila Prabhupada. And after Prabhupada has taken that Maha Prasadam, we will give to our His Holiness Manaswami Maharaj. After that, after he is accepted, so it becomes Maha Prasad. So then we can have this Maha Prasad. So after that, it is for us. We can. Okay, now for Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, we have such a nice, wonderful pink color flowers. These roses. So we can offer these pink color, baby pink color roses for Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. So there are this laddu. This is jaggery, then elaichi, then this groundnuts, fried groundnuts. So we can grind it in the mixie and then we will get these type of laddu. So it's very tasty. So we can offer this to Shri Radha and Krishna, and then we can give it to Srila Prabhupada, and then give it to His Holiness Manaswami Maharaj, and then we can have the Maha Prasad. So for His Holiness Manaswami Maharaj lotus feet, we will offer these lotuses. Okay, these lotuses we will offer for His Holiness Manaswami Maharaj's lotus feet. Very nice, beautiful lotuses. Okay, now we will start our class. Okay, so yesterday we had these things finished yesterday. We will just very little we will go through as one more time we will go through that because it's an important subject. Yesterday we went on. No? So just I have kept only I think five questions. Yeah, 4 questions, 5 questions. So we can see now. Bhakti Yoga is the most powerful process to deliver the Jiva. So it is a most powerful process, Bhakti Yoga. No. For that, we had 9 questions on the other page, which we finished yesterday. And this also we finished, but once again, those are all online questions. We can easily go through it. And now the big ones only we are go through it. We are go through it. Okay, Lord Chaitanya rejected Varnashrama and announced Bhakti as the essence of all Shastras. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected, no? Varnashrama, everything, all other processes he rejected. And he said, Bhakti is the essence of all, from all the Shastras, it has been only recommended, Bhakti is only recommended by all the Shastras. So all the Shastras are recommending us only Bhakti Yoga. The purpose of Varnashrama is to elevate people through gunas from Tamoguna to Rajoguna and then to Sattva-guna. But in Kali Yuga, people are lazy, unintelligent and short-lived. So they usually get stuck in one guna and will not get out from that guna. So the thing is that we are so much attached to our gunas, so much attached to our living place, and so much attached with whatever condition we are living. We cannot easily change ourselves. This is our problem, Maharaj said. So, since we are not able to change ourselves very easily, it's very difficult to stop something what we are following and to take up something new. It's very difficult. But for ladies, at least they go from mother's house to in-laws house, so they have a change of place and they take little time to get adjusted to the new house. But in the previous times, they used to marry the girls in an earlier age, very small age only they will get married, and the child this child marriage is also there. So before the girl is very much getting attached to that circumstance and situation and the conditions of this house, they will send the girl to another place so that she gets accustomed to the new place, new circumstance, new condition. But here, when we are given a chance, then we are not ready to leave our gunas and take up bhakti. Actually, bhakti yoga doesn't depend upon any gunas. But when we are practicing some karma yoga, jnana yoga, it's not so easy. So karma yoga or varnashrama, when we are following it, to take up bhakti, it needs to adjust with our consciousness, adjust with our ego. I don't know anything, so they are telling me, so I have to change myself with the other thing, adopt myself for bhakti yoga. This is too much for the Kali Yuga living entity. The Kali Yuga's jivas, it's too much for them. They are not able to change themselves so easily. That's why what's happening, they get stuck in one condition, in one circumstance. They're not easily adopting the new things. And because this is happening because they don't have so much faith in the new adoption. So they are having faith in the old ones and they're not ready to leave the old ones. So they're not ready to change themselves with the old, all their, their qualities and everything and gunas. They're not ready to change them. Or they're not ready to change their lifestyle, keep Krishna in the middle of the house and love him. All this is too much for this material, in this condition, this material world. The Kali Yuga people feel it's too much. So that's why they are not so easily adopting. So actually this is a kind of laziness in the mind level laziness. It's not a kind of laziness in the body, it's a kind of laziness to accept new things. So that's why they're saying people are lazy, unintelligent. So they are unintelligent. That is why Bhakti Yoga is in one lifetime, this process is going to elevate them to Krishna. They're going to be saved. But because the Kali Yuga person is unintelligent, he is not able to understand this is good for me or that is good for me. He doesn't have faith in the most wonderful Bhakti Yoga. So he's not ready to leave the old ones. So he's catching up Varnashrama and he's catching up, stuck in Karma Yoga and he wants to take up Bhakti a little bit. Just like a pickle, he wants to add up Bhakti. So what's happening ultimately? Many of who is coming to ISKCON, the devotees, supposed to be devotees, they are mixing bhakti with all the gunas. So it becomes, and they mix bhakti with varnashrama, they mix bhakti with karma yoga. So all it becomes khichdi. So it is misra bhakti. It's not shuddha bhakti. So this is the problem, current problem in ISKCON. It is a boiling down problem now. When we say Shuddha Bhakti, take up Shuddha Bhakti, Shuddha Nam, take up, oh my God, they given a very nice answer. These are all not for us. This is very high level. No. I can't take up all this. This is for somebody else. They think that Shuddha Nam and Shuddha Bhakti is Bhava Prema. So, because there is no knowledge, so that is a problem. So, when we come to know one big leader, she told that she's handling a big group. She told me that I got very much dejected. I got very much upset by reading Maharaj this. What is that? Madhurita. I said, why? So she said, see, in that it is saying that we are not, after reading that, I understand that that Shuddha Nam and Shuddha Bhakti, I am not there in that. I thought all these days I'm doing such a big, nice Bhakti because I'm a leader. And now it says that it is coming only in Nishta and it is not there in the Bhakti what we are doing mixed Bhakti. All this is very much disturbing me. So I feel very much discouraged. So no more I'm interested to study that. So, so what to do? So the thing is that if we understand, then we should get very, very sad. We should get very worried, and we should take it seriously and work out for that, not leaving it. Just like a cat closing its eyes and think that the night has come, so I don't need to work. I can sleep. Just because we close our eyes, reality doesn't go away. Our reality doesn't disappear. So we have to accept the reality. So we have to accept where we are, for which we have to learn this particular knowledge. So all this we are studying because this will go and stick in our heart very strongly. Then what we will do? We will think, okay, this is not good for me. I have to leave this path and I have to go to the next level. So we will be there will happen some conviction, some convicted faith. So then that unflinching faith we will get, and then with that unflinching faith we can take up the service, and for that unflinching faith to happen, we need to have very nice knowledge. That knowledge only will change into unflinching faith. That unflinching faith will create higher taste, and that higher taste will result in Shuddha Bhakti. So now, after this introduction, now we study this, then we will understand. Because the Kali Yuga people are lazy, unintelligent, and short-lived. There is no time. So they usually get stuck in one guna and will get out from that, and will not get out from that guna. So we are addicted to a particular type of life, and we for our benefit only, we don't want to change that lifestyle. We are scared of going to the next level. So this is something like a mind level laziness. So because we are unintelligent, we are not able to accept the reality. Okay, so bhakti is internal. Even a Sudra or a woman or a sannyasi or a householder may have a great attraction to the Lord and become a great devotee of the Lord. This is very nice, no? So we are very much encouraged by this, because they are saying a householder like us, even a woman like us, we can have a great attraction to the Lord, and we can become a great devotee of the Lord. This is very nice, because bhakti is internal. The Lord rejected Artha, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha of Varnashrama as only external, because it does not nourish a relationship with the Lord, and he finally announced Prema as a fifth goal. The Lord rejected Artha, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha of Varnashrama as only external. So when the devotees went and asked, what shall we do? Shall we do Varnashrama? Shall we? This is what Sharu Damodar and they were all asking, what shall we take? Varnashrama or can we have our goal Artha, Dharma, Kama, Moksha or Varnashrama? Can we have all this as our goal? Then he rejected. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected all these four Artha, Dharma, Kama, Moksha. Yeah, four Mukti, and Kama, Dharma, Artha, everything he rejected. These are all called Purusharthas. So he rejected all these four Purusharthas and introduced a new one, fifth goal. He introduced a new goal, fifth goal as Prema. He finally announced Prema as a fifth goal. He said these four things, four Purusharthas, four goals will not, it's not good for you. So better you leave it and you have a new goal. I'll give you a new goal. So he gave Prema as the fifth goal. So we devotees, we are all aspiring for this fifth goal, Prema. We are not aspiring for Artha, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha. Okay, Bhakti is the most powerful process to deliver the living entities in Kali Yuga, which is nourished by the Lord himself, by his Bhakti Shakti. So, Bhakti Yoga is the most powerful process because one reason is that in Kali Yuga, the jivas will be delivered only by Bhakti Yoga. That is the first point. Second point is that this Bhakti Yoga is nourished by Krishna himself, because Krishna himself gives from his own Swarup Shakti, he's Satchidananda Vigraha, from his own Swarup Shakti, he sends a Bhakti Shakti to the devotee or to the jiva, and he's empowering the jiva to do bhakti. This bhakti in a person is nourished by Krishna himself. So Krishna is standing near us, giving a hand. So when we are keeping one step, then Krishna is ready to keep 1,000 steps in front of us, and Krishna is ready to take our hands and walk when we are ready to catch his hands. So this is bhakti means, in a simple word, please try to understand, dear devotees. Bhakti means, in simple words, affection for Krishna. That's all. Affection for not our relatives, not for me, not for anybody. Affection for my dear Krishna. So this is what is bhakti. So, but karma and jnana are indirect paths to bhakti, which are crowded with obstacles and no longer a practical method for advancement in Kali Yuga. So, but karma and jnana are indirect paths. It's indirect to bhakti. How one day it will take us to Bhakti Yoga. So what is that? Why they are called indirect paths? Because first we will start doing Karma Yoga, then we will start doing Jnana Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga, then we will mix some Bhakti with the Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and we will do some mixed Bhakti, and then we'll go for Bhakti, which is Suddha Bhakti. So this is a very long step, because it is in this Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga are taking to Bhakti, but indirectly. It is crowded. Maharaj is telling, using the word crowded. So much crowd is there. What crowd? All obstacles. So many difficulties. It is all these are having so much of difficulties, crowded with obstacles. This indirect paths. So no longer a practical method for advancing in Kali Yuga. So it's not a practical method at all. What is that? Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Misra Bhakti, all these are not practical method for advancement in Kali Yuga. So that is why we are rejecting all these things and we are trying to take up Bhakti. Bhakti Yoga. So sadhana, this is what somebody was asking yesterday. Somebody scratched on the board. Now we have to go and get a new board, because it will come in all the pages, no? Okay, so yeah. Ah, okay. So, now we have sadhana and sadhya and sadhana and sadhya. So now, first sadhana and sadhya, first two columns is for bhakti yoga. Then the next two columns, sadhana and sadhya, that is for karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, all other processes. Okay. Now this is for bhakti yoga, and this the two columns for bhakti yoga and two columns for this all other processes. Okay. Say okay. Now this you have to be very clear. This page. If we are clear with this page, then bhakti is very, very easy. It's going to be very, very easy because these things are the main essence of bhakti. So in this, they are saying the devotee's function in sadhana is performing bhakti by chanting the holy name. So in sadhana, the devotee is chanting, the devotee is hearing, the devotee is studying, the devotee is remembering smarana, doing all 64 rangas he is doing. Okay, in sadhana bhakti. In sadhya, goal. In goal also, maybe he is not practicing all the 64 rangas of bhakti, but he is again he is chanting, shravanam, smaranam, kirtanam, all this only he is also doing. Same thing. So we are having a spiritual notebook, a spiritual book, textbook, and we study it, and that the exam is in that same book. So we can easily write the exam. But this is not so in karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, mishra bhakti. What is happening is that when we are doing sadhana, it's a karma yoga sadhana, it's a jnana yoga sadhana, it's a ashtanga yoga sadhana. So that means this sadhana is not chanting. It is like karma yoga sadhana. Karma yoga sadhana is different, jnana yoga sadhana is different, and ashtanga yoga means meditation and all that. These are the sadhanas, material sadhanas. And then the goal, when they want some result for karma yoga, what is the result they want for karma yoga? They want to settle in heaven. Okay, they think that heavenly life is a spiritual life. They think heaven is spiritual world. So their goal is like this. But for jnana yoga and ashtanga yoga, they set up their goals as mukti. So they are convinced now that, oh, this material world, it is full of miseries. I'm not so happy here. I don't want this material world. So because it is all giving only distress. So better I leave this world and go to a place where there is no distress. So they're thinking of their distress condition, and they're thinking of their pains and their worries, and they're thinking that they are not happy here because of all these distressful conditions here. So they start hating this world, and they want to go to a place where there is no this problems. They want a peaceful place. So this is this they're wanting, this they're desiring, not for Krishna's sake. They are desiring this for their sake. That is why this kind of mukti is not bhakti. It's called mukti because they are worried about them. They are worried about their distress, their problems, and they want to be peaceful and all these things, all this stuff. So they are not bothered for Krishna. They say, whether can I be happy here or whether I can be happy somewhere else or peaceful somewhere else. Somehow the center point, what they're keeping on a blank paper is them, not Krishna. Center point is not Krishna. Center point is this person. So that is why this is not bhakti. So there is no love. There is no love or affection for Krishna. They are loving themselves. That's all. But at least one step ahead, that they think that, okay, this world is a miserable place. This is a temporary place. So like that, they have some little understanding, little more understanding. Not grossly attached with this material world and body and relationship. They're thinking that these are all temporary and these are all nothing. So these are all going to give me only pain. So they want a peaceful life. So they want to merge in Brahman, or they want to go to the in the Brahman, and they want to mix with Brahman, and like this they want some mukti. They want to get rid of all these problems. That is all. They are not ready to love Krishna. Okay, or somebody else, Vishnu or anybody. They want their peacefulness, their happiness. That is why this sadhya of them, goal, is not nice. It's not bhakti. So, only by adding. So, how can they, when they think that they have to be pleased and they have to be happy, they have to be peaceful, then it's not bhakti. So, without bhakti, even Mukti Devi cannot give. Mukti Devi cannot give any result. This is the problem. So Mukti Devi says, how can I give them anything? Because Mukti Devi says, I cannot give any result to these people, because they are wanting for them. They are not showing any love for Krishna. No bhakti. How can I give this mukti for them? So, knowing this from the Shastras, these Gyanis and Yogis, they try to mix somewhat, some little bhakti in that. So they will start worshipping Paramatma. The Ashtanga Yogis, they worship Paramatma. And then these Gyanis, they will worship the Brahman. So they worship the Lord in the form of Brahman and Paramatma. They are not ready to accept Bhagavan with all qualities, beauty, and all that. So this is their problem. So that is why they are not able to do bhakti. They are just mixing some bhakti. So then what is happening to them? Because of mixing, the Mukti Devi is now giving them the result, ready to give them result. But the problem is that they have done some sadhana in a material sadhana. Then when the goal is they have to after attaining the goal also, only bhakti remains, the practice no more remains. So they want a sadhya is spiritual. They want a spiritual goal. Mukti is beyond spiritual, beyond this material level. It's spiritual, a spiritual level. So they want a sadhya of spiritual, but they are writing the exam of material lessons they are studying, and they want to write a spiritual exam. How is this possible? What they study book is different, and the exam is from a different book. So this is what is a problem. That is why there is a conflict interest. So when there is a conflict interest, the result is not going to happen so easily. That is why the Gyanis and Yogis, their attaining mukti is very difficult, very difficult. It's going to be very, very slow, and it's very difficult also. Bhakti is very easy, because we are reading the same book and exam is from the same book. That's all. It's purity and intensity. Only the purity and intensity is different in sadhana and sadhya. That's all. These two levels. Purity is sadhya level. It is very, very nice, and intensity is also more. But so there is a similar interest. But there is a similar interest in sadhana and sadhya. Okay, now I think you will be clear this particular topic. Because of this similar interest, it is easy to practice bhakti. The jivas have to simply do nama smarana and nama sankirtan. That's all. We have to simply do nama smarana, nama sankirtan. Direct path. So Krishna himself descends to teach this bhakti yoga. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes now. So he wants to deliver the jivas in Kali. Therefore, but in this mixed bhakti or karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, varnashrama, it is difficult to practice the paths of karma and jnana, which have only material means, and because of that, they are inadequate to reach the spiritual goal. Because when they appear near the goal only, by their very nature, they disappear. So, the spiritual things will just get disappeared when they see the material things. Because material, where there is a material platform, the spiritual will not touch that material, that place. Where the material is there, material things are happening, material condition, spirituality will not happen. Both the things never goes together. Thus, they are indirect paths because they have only material means to reach the spiritual goal. Goal is spiritual, and they have only material item means, material things to material books to reach that spiritual goal. That's right. Okay. Now, yesterday we saw this also. This is the final conclusion. Bhakti yoga is the most successful process. This is the final conclusion. So we will at last we will once again go this last paragraph. Then we will go for the new class. See, again and again by studying, this will go enter your heart and get registered permanently. No more you will like to do karma yoga, jnana yoga. So much stress Maharaj has given that we will never like to practice karma yoga, jnana yoga in any lifetime. For that, we are removing whatever little liking is there in us. That also we are removing through this knowledge, by giving this knowledge again and again and again. The path of jnana in Kali Yuga, now we are talking about the path of jnana. The path of jnana in Kali Yuga, jnana yoga in Kali Yuga, depends on the association of devotees in order to turn it towards bhakti. If somebody is doing jnana yoga in Kali Yuga, they are supposed to depend on the association of the devotees to change it to bhakti yoga. Just like Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami was a jnani, and his father took him and gave him this Bhagavatam. So after hearing Bhagavatam, he became a devotee. So he needed another devotees association. He associated with Vyasadeva, and then he got Bhakti Yoga. So like this, even if Kali Yuga, somebody is doing Jnana Yoga, he is dependent on some devotees association. So, and one more thing is that one should be in Sattva Guna to practice Jnana Yoga. But we know that Sattva Guna is not available in Kali Yuga without Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So Sattva Guna is mixed with Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Pure Sattva Guna is not available. When it becomes pure without Rajoguna and Tamoguna, then that only is pure Sattva Guna, is Bhakti Yoga. So, but we need only the Sattva Guna to practice Jnana Yoga, which is always, this Sattva Guna in Kali Yuga is always mixed with this Rajoguna, Tamoguna. So we are not able to separate it from Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So that is why this Sattva Guna it's not practical for us. Practically, it's very difficult to get Sattva Guna. In Kali Yuga, people are corrupted by Rajoguna and Tamoguna, and Sattva does not prevail. Instead of devotees, one finds imposters. So we are not able to find devotees here, and we are finding only imposters. They are generally, Maharaj is talking about general world. Okay. So the path of Karma Yoga in Kali Yuga depends on activity performed without desire, which is offered to the Lord selflessly, which turns into bhakti. So in Karma Yoga, we have to change it to from Sakama Karma Yoga, we have to change it to Nishkama Karma Yoga without desire. After that Nishkama Karma Yoga, then we offer that to Nishkama Karma Yoga to the Lord selflessly, which turns into bhakti. So then it turns into bhakti. After that only we can change that from Sakama Karma Yoga, we go to Nishkama Karma Yoga, and from Nishkama Karma Yoga, we go to bhakti. But in Kali Yuga, instead of selfless activity, which is required for purification of the heart, one is greedy for material enjoyment. In Kali Yuga, instead of selfless activity, which is required for purification of the heart, one is greedy for material enjoyment. So this is a problem. We don't want all this without any result, I will work, all that we are not ready. Our heart is not so purified. So we are greedy for all material things and material enjoyment. And how can we practice all this Nishkama Karma Yoga and all that? So that's why it's very difficult for the Kali Yuga people to practice this. So the path of Varnashrama and Kali Yuga depends on a solid state with the rules of Varna and Ashrama stabilized. So we need a government with Varna Ashrama. People should be practicing brahmacharya, grahastha, then vanaprastha, then sannyasa, then people should follow Kshatriya Dharma or Brahmana Dharma or Vaishya or Sudra. So like this, all the government should categorize all these people, and accordingly they have to rule the state. But that is not available these days. Where is Varnashrama? It's not there. So that is why it needs a solid state which is not there these days. And the purpose of Varnashrama is to elevate people from. So purpose of Varnashrama is to elevate people from Tamagun to Rajagun and Rajagun to Sattvagun. So in Kali Yuga, the people are lazy, unintelligent, affected by disease and short-lived. So they usually get stuck with one guna and will not get out from that guna. This is the problem. They are grahastha, then they will not move to vanaprastha stage. This is the problem. So if even the Brahmanas, they are not seeking to Brahmana qualities or Brahmana how Brahmanas should sustain. Not in that way. They should not work under anybody, but they have to preach the Vedas and all that. By teaching all this, they have to take care of themselves. But that is not happening these days. The Brahmanas are going out and working in IT companies. So this is the problem. Anyway, the path of Ashtanga Yoga in Kali Yuga depends on sense control by stopping the activity of senses over sense objects through the process of Vairagya and mind control. This Ashtanga Yoga, it needs Vairagya, it needs mind control, because Ashtanga Yoga is really, it's very difficult to practice. So one needs Vairagya, one needs mind control. All these are very difficult these days for us. How can we stop our activities of the senses and our sense objects, and how can we have Vairagya and mind control? These things these days nobody can follow. So, but in Kali Yuga, the people are most fallen and are absorbed in materialism, which is very unfavorable because Maya takes one in the opposite direction of material energy. So in Kali Yuga, people are most fallen and they are absorbed in materialism. So that's why it's unfavorable. And Maya takes the jiva in the opposite direction of the material energy to enjoy the material world, while our goal is a Lord. Our goal is Krishna, which is in the opposite direction, east side. But because of Maya's pull, the jiva is going traveling towards west, opposite direction. Therefore, these processes of varnashrama, jnana, karma, and yoga are all failure in Kali Yuga. It's all failure in Kali Yuga. But the process of Bhakti Yoga is the most successful for Kali Yuga. Jai. So it's a most successful point, this Bhakti Yoga. No? Anybody can do. Most pleasing to the Lord. Of course, it is most pleasing to the Lord because we are loving the Lord. And very easy and very practical to perform in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is very easy. Just loving Krishna. Is that not easy? Loving Krishna is not easy. It's very easy because bhakti doesn't depend on any other processes since it is internal. So bhakti means what? What do we know? Bhakti means affection for Krishna. So it is internal. Loving Krishna is internal, not outside. So bhakti doesn't need anything, any support, anything. We can love from inside. That's all. Anybody can do bhakti. Anybody can love Krishna. So anybody, a Sudra or a woman or a Chandala or a sannyasi or a householder can have great attraction to the Lord and become a great devotee of the Lord. Anybody, even a woman, can love Krishna and develop her great attraction to the Lord and become a great devotee of the Lord. It's easy. Okay. So the process of bhakti will continue till we get 100% attraction to Krishna and lose our attraction for. So it will go on, our attraction, 1%, 2%, 10%, 30, 50, 90, 100, like that. So one day we will lose all our attraction for body, home, property, children, relatives, wealth, completely and have 100% attraction for Krishna. That is Prema Bhakti. So I will please my Krishna at any cost. If we take this decision, if we are convinced with this point, then we will take up Bhakti Yoga. Okay. So we should feel that Krishna is ours. Feel Krishna as yours. So when we feel Krishna is mine, then it is naturally we will start loving him. Possessiveness. Okay. Krishna is a only Suhurut, only friend of the distress. Is a only Suhurut, only friend. We can attain Shuddha Bhakti in this way. We can attain Shuddha Bhakti in this way. Okay. Mixed Bhakti is rejected by Srimad Bhagavatam. Here we are starting the next chapter. Mixed Bhakti is rejected by Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj says mixed bhakti is rejected by Srimad Bhagavatam. So why do we do mixed bhakti? Why we need to do mixed bhakti? Maharaj says mixed bhakti is rejected by Srimad Bhagavatam. Then what is the use of us practicing this mixed bhakti without knowing? We are thinking that we are doing, we are performing bhakti and we are practicing mixed bhakti. What is it going to do for us? Immediately we have to leave this mixed bhakti and go to Shuddha Bhakti. So in so many lectures, you can see many lectures. In this, so many lectures, Maharaj has spoke about this. But bhakti is a only sadhana. Bhakti is a only sadhana. So we Shuddha Bhakti, by Bhakti, Maharaj is mentioning that Shuddha Bhakti. Okay, Bhakti means only Shuddha Bhakti is called Bhakti. This mixed bhakti, we don't call it as bhakti. Bhakti is our only sadhana. We can mix sadhana with varnashrama, jnana, karma, yoga. Yes, we can mix sadhana, our sadhana bhakti with the Varnashrama, Jnana, Karma, and Yoga. But even mixed sadhana is not encouraged. We can mix, but if we are mixing, it is not encouraged. It is not. Giving the fruit of prema. In Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami defines pure devotion as devoid of karma and jnana. Anyabhilashita sunya jnana karmani anavritam anukulena krishnana silanam bhakti ruttama. This is Rupa Goswami says in Nectar of Devotion that Anya Abhilashita Sunya, Jnana Karma Adi, Anavritam. So he says that Jnana Karma Adi, you just don't give it so much importance. But if you want to mix it, it should not come across bhakti. It should be favorable for bhakti. That much karma and jnana you can mix. He did not say karma. Jnana karma adi sunyam. He said jnana karma adi anavritam. Little bit we can mix. So we can for maintaining our body we can go for a job. Then also it is the bhakti, but not so much work. Only a limited work like 6 hours. Bhagavatam is recommending pure bhakti as a process of Kali Yuga, because mixed devotion is gradual and slow process. So Bhagavatam is not recommending as pure, is recommending only pure bhakti and not the mixed devotion. Bhagavatam is not recommending as mixed devotion, mixed bhakti. Why? Because it is gradual. It will take so many lifetimes and it's very slow process. So Bhagavatam is not recommending this mixed bhakti. So Bhagavatam doesn't recommend these processes. That is why, because these processes are very slow, very gradual, it will take many lifetimes. So Bhagavatam is not recommending these processes and mixed bhakti also. So Bhagavatam, Lord Chaitanya rejected all other processes and mixed processes and announced pure bhakti as the essence of all shastras. See, Maharaj has given very nice. Lord Chaitanya rejected all the processes, not only Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, all that. He also rejected mixed processes. Mixed means Misra Bhakti. Karma Misra Bhakti, Jnana Misra Bhakti, Yoga Misra Bhakti, Bhakti Misra Karma, Bhakti Misra Jnana, Bhakti Misra Yoga. All these kinds of stuffs Lord Chaitanya rejected. He only announced about pure bhakti. He announced only about pure bhakti as the essence of all shastras. So he told that Shuddha Bhakti is the essence of all shastras. Okay. So the process of bhakti is completely independent of other processes. So that is why a bhakti process is very independent. It does not depend on anything. Bhakti Devi is very free. Everybody has to come to her, praying her to help them. But Bhakti Devi will not go to anybody and ask her, okay, you help me. She's not dependent upon anybody. She's independent because she came from this Bhakti Devi. Bhakti Shakti came from Krishna directly. So no need for that Bhakti Shakti or Bhakti Devi to depend upon other knowledges. Even a Chandala can chant and surpass the whole Varnashrama system. So we know Chandala is like an abominable people there, Chandala, Milecha. They are not in the Shudra level also. Beyond the community, beyond the 4 Varnas, these Chandalas, very, very bad characteristic people. Even a Chandala can chant and surpass the whole Varnashrama system. So here our Maharaj is giving so much encouragement to everybody, saying that You don't need to worry to take up Bhakti Yoga because Chandalas can chant and surpass the whole Varnashma Dharma. So what is your problem? We can take up Bhakti. Bhakti. So next Bhakti is rejected by, okay, this one we finish. Therefore, Narada instructed, we will remove this page because 2 pages are there. Okay. So therefore, Narada is giving us only one process, one goal, and one conclusion, ultimate conclusion. So Narada instructed Vedavyasa to give what happened with Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa became very distressed, and he was very sad. Narada came and asked, why are you sad? So after writing Rig Veda, Yajurveda, all the 4 Vedas and what is that? Bhagavad Gita and because in his Mahabharata comes Bhagavad Gita. So Mahabharata, everything. Vedavyasa says, I'm not happy. Something is wrong. I'm not happy. So Narada said that you made a mistake. Not mistake, you made a blunder. That is why you are like this. You are not happy because you made a blunder. Why did you give these people all these kinds of stuffs? Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Varnashrama. Why? Just to give one process. These people are not eligible for all these things. Just give them only one process. Why did you give them so many processes? That is why you are not feeling satisfied. So you give them only one process. So Narada instructed Vedavyasa after he made wrong statements. Then Narada is correcting Vedavyasa that Bhakti is a only process and only goal is Krishna Prema. So that is the ultimate conclusion and the goal of Bhagavad. So goal of Bhagavatam is also this one, Krishna Prema. And only one process means practice. What we have to practice? What is that sadhana we have to do? Bhakti Yoga. So other processes are given in Bhagavad Gita as a part of Shastra, but not recommended as a main process. So here they're saying that other processes are given in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is telling in from the 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga is very good, and Jnana Yoga is very, very good. Ashtanga also good. Like this, Krishna was confusing Arjuna. So the other processes are given in, but so in that way, from the 3rd chapter, Krishna is giving all other processes as great. Like he's telling Karma Yoga is great and Jnana Yoga is great, like that. So as a part of Sastra, but Krishna speaks to Arjuna in 3rd chapter, 4th chapter, like that, about other processes. Okay, take up Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, like that. But at last he's not recommending that Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga as a main process. At last he says, after everything, he says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya. So he said, at last, just leave everything. Just surrender it. Just love me. That's all. Everything is finished. So love is so easy. But all these are very difficult. The other processes are given in Bhagavad Gita as a part of Sastra, but not recommended as a main process. So the processes are given in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, we see Krishna has given Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and then he is speaking about Varnashrama. He is given everything. But not But the problem is that we should never think that bhakti is dependent upon other process, and should not mix the process of bhakti with other processes and make it dependent on other things at all. So even though Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives all other processes, he is only recommending bhakti. So we should not think that bhakti is dependent on other processes. So only if I do karma yoga, then only bhakti will come. Only if I take my family seriously, only bhakti will come. Like this, just we should not get into our speculative knowledge. We have to take everything from Maharaj or proper gate. So we should not mix the process of bhakti with other processes. So now Maharaj is asking us, Maharaj is requesting us not to mix other processes, karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, not to mix it with bhakti. But that's what we are doing now. That's why we are not in Suddha Bhakti. We are not going to Nishta. But Maharaj is, everybody, Shastra, everybody is asking us not to mix bhakti, because it's not going to give us the Krishna, the fifth goal, prema. We can never, ever think also by doing bhajana kriya, anardhanimit. Only Nishta Bhakti can give prema, not the Anishtita Bhakti. Anishtita Bhakti cannot give prema. So bhakti is completely independent. It is independent of time. See, bhakti is independent. It's completely independent. It is independent of time, place, or even the initiation of dharma, and does not depend on knowledge also. But bhakti gives one divya jnana. So bhakti is completely independent. It is independent of time, place, or even an institution of dharma, and does not depend on knowledge also. So Bhakti Devi is not dependent upon time, place, and even institution of dharma. So we don't need dharma also. We don't need to have an institution of dharma. That means varnashrama dharma, no? All that dharmic place, dharmic situation, dharmic all people following brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi, everything should be proper. In that dharma condition, I can do bhakti. No, they are saying you cannot. They are saying that you can do bhakti, which is giving divya jnana, can do this bhakti by even if it is unfavorable for bhakti, just get rid of that. Even though if it is an institution of dharma, or even an institution of dharma, time, place, anything can be, we can change it according to our bhakti. Time, place. If we cannot do in any time, in any place, in any condition, we can do bhakti. So next Maharaj is telling that, but bhakti gives one divya jnana. Yesterday we saw this. We saw it, I think, in Harinam Chintamani. Okay. So bhakti gives one divya jnana. So divya jnana, what to say? Divya jnana, how come it's where from it's coming? So I think divya jnana has to be told. Okay, let us finish these small items and then go to divya jnana. I will make you understand what is divya jnana. It's very important. Yesterday we saw it in Harinam Chintamani. Now, bhakti only can give divya jnana. Okay, in Kali Yuga, even though dharma is destroyed, bhakti is not destroyed. So in Kali Yuga, even though dharma is destroyed, bhakti is not destroyed. Thus, bhakti is a real Bhagavata dharma. Now they are saying, even dharma is destroyed, then also we can do bhakti. That means they're saying bhakti is the original dharma, Bhagavata dharma, Bhagavat dharma of Kali Yuga. Bhakti can be performed in Satya Yuga or Kali Yuga. So it can be done in any place. Bhakti can be performed by a sinful person or a pious person regardless of his gunas. Other processes may be favorable and support the bhakti process, but bhakti is not dependent upon anything. So, if we go for work and earn some money, that money we can try to use it for bhakti. Okay, it's favorable, but that doesn't mean bhakti is dependent on that money. Bhakti is not dependent on money, time, anything. So, so if we are not going to earn also, then also we can do bhakti. Whatever we get without money, that also we can use for Krishna. Krishna says, if you don't have anything, give me a leaf, flower. So many leaves and flowers we can offer as bhakti to Krishna, even though if we don't have anything in our hands, just zero. We don't have anything, but we can offer our love. If one does all other dharmas and avoids bhakti, then his life is a complete failure. So, if in this lifetime, if we are not doing anything, any bhakti, but doing all dharmas, everything, all other dharmas, that's all. Then, if we are avoiding bhakti, that's all. It's a complete failure. On the other hand, if he does bhakti, but fails to do other dharmas, he doesn't incur any sin, and his life is ultimately successful. So, on the other hand, if he does bhakti, but fails to do other dharmas, on the other hand, if he does bhakti, so if he is going to do bhakti, but fails to do other dharmas, he's not doing other dharmas, he's doing bhakti, but after some time he's stopping bhakti because he is not able to go further. So he's just, means bhakti means here we have to see not mixed bhakti, Nishta Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti. He started doing Shuddha Bhakti, but because of some reasons, he's not able to follow the Shuddha Bhakti and he's failing. But then also, Krishna says he doesn't incur any sin and his life is automatically successful. Even though we can take up bhakti and leave bhakti and after some time, then also that bhakti will that lifetime he is successful because he has taken up Shuddha Bhakti now. So because of Shuddha Bhakti, he will continue it next lifetime, no problem. So this lifetime he has taken up Shuddha Bhakti in that way, he is ultimately successful. Bhakti is primary and other processes are all rejected because other dharmas are Kaitava dharma. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakti is primary and other processes are all rejected. So now we have to understand Bhakti is our primary job. We have to give respect to Bhakti and we have to first primary job we have to do Bhakti. We have to develop our love and affection for Krishna. That is our primary job. And other processes are all rejected because other dharmas are Kaitava dharma, according to Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam says all other dharmas, means Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Varnashrama, everything. Kaitava dharma. You know what this means? Kaitava dharma means cheating dharma. The Srimad Bhagavatam says that all other processes, all other dharmas are all cheating dharmas. So the Srimad Bhagavatam is rejecting this all other processes. So only recommending the this Bhakti Yoga. It's only recommending Bhakti Yoga, not recommending all other dharmas. So Bhakti Yoga is called Bhagavata Dharma. So Bhakti Yoga, Srimad Bhagavatam is telling Bhakti Yoga is Bhagavata Dharma. You follow Bhagavata Dharma. Don't follow other dharmas. They are all Kaitava Dharma. So all processes are ultimately rejected in front of Bhakti. So in front of Bhakti, all processes are ultimately rejected. Bhakti is predominant and soul for the humanity. So Bhakti is predominant and soul for the humanity. So Bhakti is the first and foremost predominant one we have to do. And this is what is going to help the humanity. Okay. So one more page is there. This is very nice page. Knowledge of Bhakti is the only way to come out of illusion. We have to come out of knowledge. We have to come out of illusion. For that, we need knowledge. So this one line question and answer is very easy. Just we'll go through. Even with all sufferings, people think it's nice to continue to live due to momentary pleasure. So all sufferings, the people will think, okay, tomorrow everything will become all right. I will live like this. It's nice to continue to live like this due to momentary pleasure. So now we have to remember that picture where that man was hanging from a tree, no, and that honey drops were coming, momentary pleasure, and he was tasting it. And down all that snakes were ready to bite him, and that black rats and black rats and white rats nibbling that branch, and the elephant is ready to attack him. It's taking away the big branch, big root of it wants to remove that tree from the root. So everywhere, every problem, the honeybees which are from the honeycomb, they are biting him, peening every day, small problem. All that is this honeybees bitings. But still he is enjoying his 2 drops of honey. This is what they say. Okay, this is what is Maharaj saying. Generally, intelligence is taken away by pleasure. So why our intelligence? What happened to our intelligence? Why are we mandamataye? Because that momentary pleasure, no, it's giving so nice. With that feeling, we lose our intelligence. It takes a long time for a jiva to understand and come out of this illusion. How nicely Maharaj has spoken. Just this is from Maharaj's one lecture, how he taught that in that lecture, and everything when we correlate and when we made it in a nice way, it became like a pakka story. See, first with sufferings, people think it's so nice to live because of the pleasure, momentary pleasure. So his intelligence is taken away by pleasure. Now it takes a long time for the jiva to understand, oh my God, I have been trapped by this maya. I have been cheated by this maya. I have been fooled by this maya. So it will take a long time for the jiva to understand this. Unless and until he is with the great devotees association, this is not how it's going to happen. The jiva without knowledge is stuck in the material world and don't know how to get out. So if we don't have knowledge, we are stuck in the material world and we will not know how to get out. I won't have knowledge and I have to get out. How is that possible? No possible. Maharaj saying no possible. So once we get knowledge, then only we know how to get out of the material world. Okay, one may realize this. If a great devotee's mercy is available as knowledge. So only a jiva will realize this point when a great devotee's mercy is available as knowledge. So unless and until a jiva is getting a great devotee's mercy as knowledge, then he will realize what is happening with him. Okay? Unless one understands the self, one is in material bondage. Unless one understands the self, one is in material bondage. So unless we are in we are me and mind, no, our if we are in me and mind, then we are in material bondage. So if we are attached to ourselves, then we are in material bondage. Person without knowledge of bhakti thinks he is liberated. Thinks he is liberated. Vimukta manina. This is very important term. Please learn it. Vimukta manina. This person is thinking that he is liberated, but actually he is not liberated. Person without knowledge of bhakti thinking that I am doing bhakti and I am liberated. But he has not started Suddha Bhakti and he is only doing mixed bhakti and he is thinking he is liberated. Because I am doing bhakti, now I am liberated. That means he has not taken up Shuddha Bhakti. Then he is liberated. So before Nishtha stage only, this stage happens. He is liberated. So Vimukta Manina, he thinks that he is liberated. This is Vimukta Manina. The mixed, the person who is doing mixed bhakti, now he is thinking that he is doing devotion, real devotion, original devotion, and he thinks he is liberated. This is Vimukta Manina. They may approach Brahman, but falls down again to material enjoyment. So these so-called devotees, they are not real devotees. Mixed bhakti or jnana yoga, anything they are following, karma yoga, anything. So what these jnanis do, they approach Brahman, but falls down again to material enjoyment. They go to Brahman, but then as Maharaj told that in the whole Chennai, everything is there. Beach is there, shops are there, wall is there, stations are there, everything, park is there, houses are there, everything is there. And you are also there. But there is not even a single more person in this channel. How will you think? Just think. How shunya it is. How void it is. How only you think. Okay. Nobody is connected. Only you. This is called Brahman. So like this only in Brahman, the jiva goes there and get caught in the void or that jyoti, which has spread in that spiritual world. In between the spiritual worlds, this jyoti will be there. These people will go and mix with that spiritual jyoti. So then what will happen? He feels, oh my God, it is too much. He's trying to get inside Vaikuntha, and Ajaya Vijaya, they stop him. How can he come inside? So we can understand that why this Ajay Vijay, they are appointed in Vaikuntha. Who is going to go and disturb in Vaikuntha? Because of this, these people who have merged in Brahman, they want to enter into Vaikuntha. So these people are protecting by not allowing them inside. Okay, so this is what is happening in Vaikuntha Lokas. So then these guys, these people who are mixed in Brahman, they will feel dejected and they will feel lonely, and they will one particular time they will think it's better I will die or I will go down. So then they come down, the jnanis, and then they start practicing bhakti at the lifetime when they are ready. At that time, they can take up this jnanis. As long as, so they will, what will happen? They will come down. They will come down to the earth and again they will take up bhakti yoga and do. Because they can't survive there, no, in that voidism. As long as one is in karma and jnana, he continues the miseries of the material world. So As long as we are going to mix up Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or going to perform Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, then a person is going to continue his miseries in the material life. Karma Misra Bhakti denotes strong attachment to Grihastha Ashram. Oh my God, very strong words of Maharaj. Just write it down, make it impressed in your heart. Karma Misra Bhakti denotes strong attachment to Grihastha Ashram. Attachment to the family is the strongest illusion. And so one takes body after body. See, Maharaj has opened up everything. Attachment to the family is the strongest illusion. And so one takes body after body. What to do? Attachment to the family. What can I do? Yeah, what can you do? Yeah, attachment to the family is making us to do all this nonsense stuff. The strongest illusion, it's the strongest illusion, is attachment to the family life. And so we have to change our situation from illusion. We should get out from this attachment. We should get out and then take our bhakti. Otherwise, we are going to continue this body after body, means life after life. Hridaya Granthi, a hard knot of the heart, is removed by associating with sadhus and doing bhakti. Hridaya Granthi. What is that Hridaya Granthi? Once Maharaj had given one picture. Now I cannot find out. It will take a long time to search that picture. Hridaya Granthi means that what to say, a hard knot, not K-N-O-T, not in the heart. So it's a knot. So when the knot has happened, Hridaya Granthi, then it's very difficult. It's very difficult for him to get out. Okay. So Hridaya Granthi is removed. How is this Hridaya Granthi removed? Because he's so attached to the family. So this is removed by associating with sadhus. If you associate with the sadhus, they will give you bhakti, and all these things will slowly and steadily get out. So then in Nishtha, though karma is glorified as Swadharma, ultimate order of the Lord is Sarvadharma Parityajya. So Swadharma, see, we call that Karma Yoga as Swadharma. No, Swadharma. It's a dharma. It's been delegated for, especially for the humanity, like that we say. But the Swadharma. But actually, Krishna never said Swadharma. Krishna said Sarvadharma Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papepya Moksheshami Mahashashaka. Don't worry, Arjuna. Don't worry. I am there. You just leave all the dharmas. In the beginning days, I used to wonder what are all these dharmas. But then one day Maharaj very clearly told that dharma is not karma yoga, not jnana yoga, not ashtanga yoga, not varnashama dharma, nothing. So it is just sarva dharma parityajya. So whatever is there with you, just give it back to Krishna. Sarva dharma parityajya. So we have to do only this dharma, Bhagavata dharma. All other dharmas we have to leave. Jnanis without topmost understanding must return to the material world. So the Jnanis who got stuck up in that voidism, no, they have to return back, because they cannot stay for a longer time. They will get very scared. It's a very scary place. So they have to come out, because they can't stay there forever, because it's very painful without anybody. Speculative knowledge and pious activity. Speculative knowledge and pious activity do not solve the problems of material life. So we may have many types of understanding. So we may have some knowledge which is which we think will solve the materialistic life's problems, but actually this is not going to help. Spiritual knowledge are not going to help us. Pious activity. Pious activity is also not going to help us for challengingly meeting that material world. As long as the mind is impure, consciousness is unclear. So mind, we are always talking about mind, and mind, that monkey mind, we have to very carefully deal the mind. So otherwise the consciousness will not get cleaned. As long as one is in fruitive activity, he has to accept a material world. Fruitive activity means he's doing actions, so the reactions will come, and he has to accept a material body. Because he is doing activities, he will fall into reactions, and the reactions will bring him more and more material bodies, be it sinful or pious. So we don't need to tell, oh, I am not doing anything sinful, I'm only doing pious activities, punya karmas. But the result is there now for punya karma also. It's resultant reaction. So its result is there. That result we have to undergo. So we cannot start bhakti when we are doing all these nonsense things. So it's all nonsense things, illusory things. But why are we doing? We are attached to it. That's all. Thus, without inquiring spiritual values, we are not having spiritual values. We are thinking, okay, today is nicely gone, nice feast, nothing, and everything is nice, like that. But we have to know the spiritual values of whatever we are doing, studying or remembering anything, whatever we are doing, we have to know. We have to ask somebody who knows and know the spiritual values of inquiring from the Guru. One is defeated and subjected to miseries by ignorance. One is defeated. So, if the jiva is that, he is defeated and subjected to miseries by tamagun, ignorance. So, one should be inquisitive. So, what should we do? We don't need to go again and again and again to tamagun and rajagun. We have to be inquisitive. We should ask somebody to understand his spiritual position. We should be. We want to know. Somehow we want to know who is Krishna, what is his spiritual position. So we have to read so many pastimes, qualities, and everything. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, fire of knowledge burns all reactions to material actions. So blazing, we can see blazing fire turns firewood to ashes. So in the same way, fire of knowledge, we are taking this knowledge now we are taking Maharaj's knowledge. This is fire, like it says. This fire of knowledge burns. This knowledge itself will burn all the other karmas, punya, whether punya or papa, all reactions to material action. All reaction means there is, for our actions, there is no more going to be reaction. All the reactions will be taken away, burned. It will get burned by the fire of knowledge. The knowledge we should learn is that Krishna is everything and surrender unto him. So that is all the knowledge. Maharaj has given in one line. Krishna is everything and surrender unto him. This is the knowledge we should have. Okay. Okay, now we have these 5 steps for how bhakti manifests in a jiva. We should know how this bhakti is entering into a jiva. No? And Maharaj has given in steps, 5 steps he has given. So that this particular topic, this chapter, we will, today we finish one more chapter also. Today also we finish one more chapter. So the next chapter of this book We will go tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. So I hope that you understood. It's little difficult, but still, I hope you understand. If you don't understand, please listen to one more time. And tomorrow again we will see. So by the time we see 2-3 times, it will get remembered. It will get stuck uh, to your heart, and it will be easy. Practice. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna.